We all know a Japan rework is coming, so I've decided to look at all of their paths one last time before they're changed. Welcome to the Japanathon. First up, the historical path. I mean, I know the non-aligned path also has access to all of this side of the tree, but it's still pretty good. 2 free civs? I mean, that's nice. Sure, we have some negative PP gain thanks to the Zaibatsus, but that's what the silent workhorse is for. So, yeah. And of course, we get war economy for free. Really good. Really good. We don't have to spend that extra PP to do it. Especially considering thanks to the Zaibatsus it costs 187. So thank you. Thank you. Speaking of, there we go. 1.25 a day. Wonderful. 4 civs or research slot. 4 civs or research slot. Yeah, even I know the research slot is probably higher priority. As far as I know, Japan is the country that can get the 5th research slot the quickest. And that's pretty good. Like, come on. 5 research slots in 1936? Wow. Just wow. And yes, of course, give me those mills. But look at that. 5 of ya. Wonderful. Just wonderful. Total mob for free. Oh, hell yes. I'm going to need to militarize a lot, so yes, bring it on. Bring it on. Oh yes, how could I forget? The inter-service rivalry. In a way, I guess this is basically an earlier form of the balance of power. And what can we do? We can prioritize steel for guns, ships, aircraft, and so on. But considering the size of the navy, I don't really think we need to do anything with them, so steel for guns, and what do you know, that gives us 4 mils almost for free. I know it costs us 50 PP, but come on, that's a really good trade. And yes, we must do spiritual mobilization to compensate for total mobilization. I love how easy it is just to get rid of all of total mobilization's downsides. It's so easy. Good. Right, what to do? Ah yes, of course, the army expansion law. Back in the day, 30 XP was a really good thing to get from a focus tree, but nowadays it's not as much. But you know, it's still useful, just not as much. It is funny just how big Japan's starting division template is, and making it smaller costs so much XP. Ridiculous. Oh well, not a problem. Not a problem. I'm not really sure if that was actually the right move. I probably should have done something like this, shouldn't I? Oh well, I can change it to that when I have the XP. And there we go, thank you. Okay, army expansion again. Army expansion law. As much as I like to defend earlier focus trees, I don't think they're as bad as some people want them to be. Some of these focuses have really bad names. But whatever. You know, like, a bad name is not the worst thing in the world. Now, what to do? Supremacy of will. Like, I would like to make a joke about this, but no, this is such a good national spirit, you should always go for it. Supremacy of technology sounds good, but no. Extra attack, extra defense, and extra DRR. I hope in the rework they actually make this decision somewhat interesting, because right now it's just so one-sided. We could still do some more inter-service rivalry decisions. I'm actually kind of tempted to bring it back to equal, you know? Why? Because I think that's interesting for the moment. So, yeah, let's do that. God, we really are running out of focuses, aren't we? Okay, liaison conference. I mean, it's fine, slightly extra planning, but it goes without saying, if one extra planning is the difference between you winning and losing, you've already lost. You've already lost. But that doesn't mean it isn't helpful. It is. It really is. It's kind of funny. Signing the tripartite pact takes 70 days. I bet in the future this will be 35 days, because it's kind of a useless focus otherwise. I can kind of understand it for the Greater East Asian Co-Prosperity Sphere, but what to do? Yeah, why not? Why not? Probably should have done this ages ago, but no hurry, no rush. So, something we could do now is the Marco Polo Bridge incident. But here's the thing. I don't actually like this focus. At all. And why is that? Well, it's actually quite simple. I don't like the debuffs you get against China. Look at this. Minus 50% attack bonus. Minus 25% defense bonus. That is awful. However, I don't actually have a problem with it. I may not like it, but I completely understand why it exists. It exists so nationalist China can survive. Because, you know, Japan didn't capitulate them. So it kind of has to be there or it wouldn't work properly. So yeah, kind of annoying, kind of awful, but whatever. And yes, to do secure China you have to be at war with the US. But again, it's completely understandable why this is here. It has to be. But yeah, I'm not going to do the focus. So what am I going to do about that? I can't justify on China until 75% tension thanks to Imperial Sanction. Well, luckily there's something these guys can do that will make my life very simple. So I just need to wait and they will make a big mistake. Let's say that much. And I know it is funny. Normally I would be a lot more upset about focuses like this, but it's one of the few exceptions to where I'm just completely fine, whatever. No trouble. Which is just kind of funny to me, isn't it? Yes, let's do the South Strike Doctrine. Ooh, 35 days for a free alliance. Oh yes. And a bridge has been blown? Who would do such a thing? We haven't done anything wrong. Chinese provocation? Wow, you think you know someone. You know, we have good relations with Chiang Kai-shek, and this is what he does. But this is also one of the other reasons why I have no problems with Marco Polo. Thanks to this event, you can just pretty much ignore it entirely. You can get a war goal and just have none of the downsides. It's kind of weird that this never got fixed or anything, because this is kind of an exploit with Japan's focus tree. I know it comes from the Chinese focus trees, but you get the idea. This kind of shouldn't exist, but whatever. It gives a way to ignore Marco Polo, so whatever. Let's do this. We ready? Yes, we are. I have a diversionary army on the Chinese border, which should be okay, but most of my army is going to do some good old naval invasions. Yay! Right, let's get to work. Oh my goodness, the Chinese United Front. How could they do this? Right, before I forget, let's call in the other two. Are we all together? Yes, we are. Now I can actually make a proper front line. Yay! Right. China still has, where is it? Army corruption minus 30% attack and defense. But anyway, can we push? Yeah, a little bit, but the main thing we're trying to do is distract. And I think we've done a good job of that for now, so let's do a naval invasion. I'm expecting them to defend, and they are, so let's break that cipher. My goodness, they have a lot of units here, don't they? Right, we need to break Shanghai. Right, you do there, you make the encirclement, that should do it. Almost not, actually, that's a surprise. But they're making progress, which is good. We actually took Beijing, that's really good, actually. Fourth attack again, and there you go, Shanghai is mine. The main problem, though, is that these guys have so many goddamn units that it's going to be a pain to hold it, so only one army in there for the moment, please. If we can break out a little bit, that would be good, but if... Seriously? We've only just started and this guy blew up the Yellow River. Okay. Oh, I see an encirclement. You better get it. Oh, never mind. Whoopsie. Might have just broke my own encirclement. Whoops, 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 whoops. Oh, I was so happy for a moment, you know. I thought I got a free encirclement. I was so happy. Anyway, nag with the USSR. And it looks like the right thing to do is to hold Shanghai for the moment and let them push in on me. If they want to do head smashing, that's their problem, not mine. In the meanwhile, I guess I'll pretend to micro this properly. But again, I have so much of an army I can do many a naval invasion. So this time, Qingdao. That is actually kind of ridiculous in how many units these guys actually have here. Like, I'm being a tiny bit hyperbolic, but like, come on. Like, that is a lot of units here. Why is this the main thing that's actually working for me? A really stupid diversionary attack. No idea. No idea. Well, I guess I'll try and make that encirclement, because this naval invasion is not happening today, is it? No, it's just not happening. Maybe I could try and get a naval invasion around these guys, you know? Okay, you guys there, stop. We can do something better than that. Let's close that pocket then, and come on, come on. There we go, not as big as it could have been, but hey, progress is progress. You get what you're given, as my dad would say. Right, this time I'm going to try and go around these guys and push out from there. Don't know if it will work, but hey, that's what this is all about, isn't it? We'll see if something works. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Oh, I can do Ichi-go. Wait a minute, that makes no sense. I bypassed that. I shouldn't be able to do... Oh my goodness. Does that mean I can give myself a free, like, 20% attack buff on China? Because if so, that's really silly. There's no way. Maybe there is. But okay, I'm going to try another naval invasion and let's see if that works. I gave myself 20% extra attack on China. That's unfair. That's really unfair. That should not exist, man. That should not exist. That's unfair. That's so unfair. I wish I had a force attack right about now. But I don't. But hey, I got a port on Hangzhou. So I'll send the rest of you in, and maybe we can go. Ichi-go, even. So yeah, I managed to give myself a stupid buff on China. That's not fair. That's really unfair on China. Like, I'm fully on board with conquering them. But being rude and doing unfair buffs, now that's just going too far. And well, look at that, I just encircled like 20 divisions there. That's ridiculous. I know I broke their cipher, but like, come on. Come on. Oh, well, I finally got what I wanted, and that's a proper landing port on China. So, let's send in the army. Anyway, let's get to work. We have ciphers and an unfair buff. Let's get them. Oh, I'm about to capture an airfield, and there we go. Finally, I can send in my boys. Get to work. And we're already at the gates of Nanjing. That should be perfect for us. Thank you. For the Emperor, indeed. Right, you guys, you're going to do a southern naval invasion around Fuzhou, I think. Now at this point, I guess it's just running down the highway until we encircle them to death. Oh, my naval invasion actually landed. Good. Very nice. We've completely smashed the back of China already. And these guys will have to go all the way over to here. It'll take a long time to capitulate them. And yes, I do admit Chinese unity does kind of annoy me, plus 15% surrender limit, but again, it is kind of historical, and there are things we can do about it, like collabs. Collabs basically makes this a non-issue. So, whatever. We have problems, but we're okay. And yeah, taking China historically can be kind of annoying, but that's, again, the point. It was annoying for Japan. The supply here is bad. Pushing can take forever, but it would be, wouldn't it? Oh, that's funny. My field marshal got invader and logistics wizard. And yeah, there isn't much really to say on the focus tree at this point. Like everyone else, I do notice it ends really suddenly. You do strike on the southern resource area and exploit it, and that's it. Yeah, even at the time, this probably should have been a few more focuses. Ah, yeah. We're going for encirclement. Another encirclement as well. The Guangxi clique is being smashed to bits. How are we looking? Stalled, I would actually say. A little bit stalled. I think the right thing to do is to stop and regain my org. This is massively expanding the front line, which is perfect. The Guangxi clique is Guangxi gone. That is not a good pun, but it's mine. It's my pun. And you know what? Let's go. We've probably broken the back of China now. We just need to get the big VPs. Come on, give it. Oh, that's annoying. The Soviet volunteers are there. That's annoying. That's actually really annoying. At this point, I should probably begin to build supply hubs because that's kind of the problem we're facing. And I guess you guys try and encircle that capital of theirs. If we can encircle it, we can flush it. Trying to... Oh. What? What? I didn't even... I didn't even take their capital. You can see it. It's still there. But that's the power of the collabs. Collabs just make everything easier. And I can just take, and thank you for the navy. I guess you could create a puppet if you really wanted to. I guess that would be cool. But nope. And look at that collab. Weirdly enough, not on the Guangxi clique. HOI4 works in mysterious ways. I don't question it at this point. Should I create the Provisional Government of China? Oh, I want to. You know what? Just for today, why not? Do it, go ahead. Japanese China with Wang Jingwei. Look at this absolute quisling. But hey, at least he still has some volunteers. For now. But okay. I think it's clear at this point. Japan's focus tree does do its job pretty well, but it does have some glaring issues. Like, for one, exploiting Ichi-go. That shouldn't be a thing. That was silly. Also, the things it omits is just kind of weird. Why is Pearl Harbor not included in this focus tree? But oh well, I guess we could do secure the Philippines if we wanted to. But yeah, this focus tree is way too short and not very replayable. Once you've played it once or twice, you've done everything it has. But if you break down everything a HOI4 focus tree should do, I think this is actually pretty good for a World War II strategy game. However, HOI4 has become more than that. And yeah, in that regard, I'm sorry historical Japan, but things need to change. But I enjoyed the time we had together. So until next time everybody, I thank you for watching, do hope you've enjoyed it, and until we meet again, from me, Bubbles Zest, it's time for me to go down the rabbit hole. Goodbye.